Hey, what up guys, welcome back to The Grind. In today's video we have some more Rust news for you guys. This time we're talking about Rust on the PS4 and the changes that could be made for the PS4's port of the game. But first, if you do go on to enjoy this video, please do hit that like button, comment, and maybe subscribe so that we know to keep making content like this. Be sure to click the bell as well so that you can get notified every time we upload a new video. Anyways, let's get right into it. As we all know, Rust comes to consoles sometime in 2020. An official date is yet to be announced and we're still waiting for the console beta, but things have been very quiet on that front. The game was first released as a beta on PC back in 2013. The game came out of beta and had its full release 5 years later in 2018. From then, they started working on the console version of the game, which was officially announced in late 2019 at the Xbox X19 event. But since that announcement, we've not heard anything about the game and its release. All we know that it is said to be released this year. Fans of the game are super anxious and are extremely hungry for Rust news. People are really excited for the game to be played on consoles. What is Rust, you may be asking? Rust is an online multiplayer action-adventure survival game. You're placed in a savage wilderness where you need to gather resources and craft items and weapons. You also need to take great care of your health, thirst, and hunger. You also need to defend yourself from dangerous animals and even more so from fellow players. You can gather resources either from finding them or by stealing them from other players. You can also loot some items off of other players as well. You need to have a base to build and take care of, and you can team up and join clans as well. It's a really cool game and it has its strong similarities to games like DayZ, The Forest, and even Armor. Even though it's a finished game, there is a lot of work that needs to go into taking a survival game like that onto consoles. One of the biggest things they need to work on is the control. It is easy to map controls of a survival game on PC, but on console, on a controller, it's completely different. Gary Newman, who was part of the team, actually touched on how important it is to get the controls right on the PlayStation blog. This is what he said. So the only thing we have to do to make Rust the best console survival game is to avoid tripping over ourselves in terms of controls and performance. It's particularly important to get those things perfect in a PvP game like Rust. Gary also states that he wants Rust to be the best survival game on console, so you can tell that they're really taking their time with this game and they want to make sure that it's perfect and 100% ready for the consoles. This is important because other survival games like DayZ made its way to console, but it was so full of many bugs and glitches. This put people off the game, so I'm sure that they've seen that and they want to get their things right with this. I'm sure that will be the case with the beta, and I'm sure that the beta will be pretty much the full game and create a fantastic first impression with it. That's maybe why they've been quiet about it, because they're still hard at working and making sure things are in order. Another thing that the Rust team will have to consider for the game to move to PS4 is the touchpad and the DualShock controller. There are different ways it can be used, and it would be really interesting how they integrate the touchpad in the game. It could also be something that gives out a one-up over the controls on Xbox. They may also want to make crossplay between the PlayStation and Xbox. It wouldn't work between consoles and PC because of the differences in controls and many other aspects, which would favor the PC, and it creates an imbalance in the game. And while the game is taking a while, and at this point the game will be releasing really close to when the new consoles are coming out, which includes the PS5. So there's a chance that the game could be multi-platform and be playable not only on the PS4 but on the PS5 as well. It'd be a smart move, and we assume that there won't be too much difficulty in doing that. It would be great for everyone, and it just makes sense that it should. That can bring a lot more possibilities in terms of graphics and the performance of the game. On the PS5 it could run at the levels of a really good PC. I'm sure a lot of optimization will be done on the PS4 for it to run buttery smooth. That is another huge focus that the Rust team needs to get right. Are you excited for Rust to hit the PS4? Let us know in the comments down below. That'll be all for today's video guys. If you enjoyed it, then hit the like button and subscribe to The Grind for more Rust and gaming news. Turn on notifications too so you don't miss out on any new videos, and as always guys, we'll catch you in the next one, but until then, goodbye.